What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Survival Crate series. Got a few things that we still gotta do. We still gotta work on our outlines for every single thing that we have. We have our little bridge set up, and I do kind of want to fix this just so it's a little bit better and not wonky, but we can work on that later. Not too worried about that. I still need wool, which means I actually need to go and collect some more wool because we are very low. And we gotta try and set out the little layouts for this. Now, do I know how we're gonna do this? Not at all. Do I know how we're gonna set this out? Nope, not a clue. Now we're gonna need it to where it goes out the mountain, obviously, and then it could just go through continue out. Would be pretty good, and obviously everything's gonna be connected to the mountain, which would be perfect. But we need more wool, so let's go ahead and get more. And it's time to prepare for the immense amount of lag, for the immense amount of machines that we have. Are they working? Probably not. Just grab a whole bunch of wool. We still had this guy. I don't know. He has trade offers for emeralds. Rope I have. Rope arrows, I don't really think you do anything. You have fireworks. I mean, really, if I pay an emerald, I could just make fireworks. So, like, they're not really useful. So I don't know if he's actually worth using, or we just let him be alone forever. All right, train will come in to this way. We're obviously gonna set up a little drill thing here that can just continue down. It's just gonna go straight, so it's just gonna go straight outside. Obviously, it's to a point. It's obviously that way. Will be great, and we don't have to worry about it. It'll come in, it'll turn, just continue all the way down, and then, well, it'll go around and exit back out. And then it will go, once it leaves back out, go straight, go down. It's basically going to float the entire mountain. Once it gets up to here, we'll have a little bridge that goes across. Pretty simple, nothing crazy. Again, this might all just be in one bridge, just so it's this, but we'll have to figure that is good. Obviously, we're going to have to put bricks and whatever. Again, these will be bricks. This here will, and then we'll have train tracks that go across. We'll flatten off the sides. We'll put stone brick here just can flow in. And then these dirt blocks are where everything, all like the ports when falling, every single dirt block is in line with the item interface thing. This will let me know where I need to put everything, just so we are going to need lava and water. It's not so good. I don't have any lava. I mean, I have some of these up here, which is too bad. That's actually, is there water nearby? There is. Once we get lower, we're going to get that, but not right now. All right, so that goes. I gotta try and figure out the good spot for it. I don't know if I should go back through here and then we just have it follow this corner. Because I mean, this area is kind of big, so it does follow through pretty well, but it's not that big. So it probably is better to stay over here and we just continue. I'll have to figure that out though. I do want to fix this so we can get a little bit closer and then we can try and get a little bit closer to the wall. I think I hit the Enderman with a wool block, so now he's mad. Cool. I think I hit him with a wool block, so we got mad. I mean, something else we could do. We could pretty well copy that side. We just have it flat out, and then it would just go through the mountain here, and then it would just rotate over. I mean, will work also. We just gotta keep this straight, which really shouldn't be too hard. It would be pretty simple. But I do feel like that would be a better layout. We just have it straight, copy this over here, however we can copy it. Obviously, it's gonna have to be a little bit different. The legs or the supports are gonna have to be definitely longer. That's obvious, but if you can make it flat, cut off the wall a little bit, connect it to over there, it'll be perfectly fine. It goes around, boom. And then, well, we'll have to work on the bottom, but that's not too bad. So really, we should just be able to keep this going straight, connect into the I see emeralds. I see emeralds. Thank you. Any more? Because now I'm getting hungry for emeralds. There's probably going to be a lot of emeralds in the area because we are, again, going to be mining in the mountain for the machines. So that'll go in, and then this will rotate and then turn this way. Now, again, we got to keep it to where it's the same length. So we're just going to get our train and we're just going to rotate it. Now we're going to have to move these to where, well, they follow everything. So we go up one more block. So these are going to connect. Well, we'll just copy it over there, but really it's not going to go this way. So I don't have to worry about it being. Just got to move this over here now. Just move this over. Now, if you have it to where it's instantly in, it's not going to be able to turn. So we're going to have to back this up. Why are you guys here? How'd you die? Well, your boss died, so now I can be your boss. I don't know. So yeah, we could do it like this. Obviously, we'll have to build like a platform thing, but this will give us room to go through the mountain, rotate in, which again is fine. I just don't want it to be in the middle because then that's where our buildings are going to be. Obviously, these are floating, but you never know. We may make a building that is tall. We'll have to make it to where it's on the edge and it's not seen. So come through, go over here. I see we'll go through and go with it. Now we could actually over and we just keep it a bridge. We can have it like a little suspension bridge. What? Have like a little suspension bridge to where it just floats in the middle or an arch. I don't know my type of bridges. I just know suspension. That's it. I'm not a genius. Yeah, we could do it like that to where it connects on this side and this side. Obviously, it'll still go through the mountain, but that will give it a look to where it's based on the ground over there, but floating in the middle, where it can still go. So it'll be like here, which means, so actually, let's bring this closer because there's no way we can have it to where it goes and connects through everything, which I guess is all right. Will be a pain, but We just have to make it to where it connects here to here. So we just gotta get the rails and everything. Now, obviously, we're gonna have to go through this mountain. So, well, we'll just have to build a tunnel. Yeah, we'll have to go and rotate. Definitely may rotate a little bit sooner, but oh well, can't do anything about it. Now, again, there was item teleporters. Where'd they go? Come on, let me type. Item teleporter, and then this is a receiver. So it's this, which is brass casings. It's not that bad. Redstone pearl and pearl and redstone mixing. That's pretty easy. Quantum mechanism, telejuice, which is quartz fruit, which means we have to go to the end for this. That's gonna be a pain, because that means we have to travel thousands of blocks just to get quartz fruit. Unless I kill the dragon. Do I really want to kill the dragon? I don't know. I would like the dragon egg and the head, but really, I don't even know how these work. Like, can I just use a funnel, have it go to it, and then it'll just teleport? We'll have to test it out at some point, because right now I'm not fully sure. My brain does not want to function correctly. Well, we're gonna kill these guys. Why did you not just see me end your friend? All right then. Cool. That was simple. Don't got to worry about boss man, because he no longer living. Is this one actually connected on this way? Because if not, then it'll probably be better to have it. It is. Wow. Kind of crazy. I was not expecting it. So we kind of have to have it here if we want to have it mirrored up on that side. Now, again, we don't have to, but so yeah, we'll have to build a platform out here again with wood and brick or whatever we use. And then we'll have to try and figure out how we can get the things over go into the mountain. All right. So the way we have this is, oh, where to go? We have it like that. I don't know why I'm trying to go after the flower. I don't care for the flower. What? So we'll have this go down all the way down to the ground. Not really. It's going to go all the way to the mountain. All the way. One side to the other. Because then, well, no, we're going to have to go pretty well the size of the train. And then we'll have to do like a little bridge that goes across. Because we got to have a platform so we can throw all of our materials in the train. Actually, you know what? I want to see how well the item teleporter thing works. Because if that works like better, then I don't really need this side. We just need to have a bridge that goes from here to here. It'd be perfectly fine. So let me go test that real quick. Now, I didn't figure out how those item teleporter things work, so, well, we're just not going to use them. But I'm also thinking, do I just have that as the only side that has the farms and everything? Which means we can have farms that go all the way across, some up top, and we'll just have belts that go straight to it. Would be pretty good. Let's be honest, it would be pretty good. Everything's on one side, it flows nice. But if I have it over here, then this mountainside is completely different than this one. This one's a little bit more flat than this one. This has a lot more edges. My train goes inside here and ends way out here. So we definitely have a lot of open. So I could just keep it right here to where everything just goes in and flows at once. We have all of our farms that just throws into wherever. And then, it goes through. And then instead of having something over here, we just have a bridge. And that's something we could do. We just have a little bridge that goes across, which would be pretty good and probably a little bit easier. It might be something I could do. Because, either way, we're going to have to clear out this mountain a good chunk. So we're going to clear it out a lot. This will make it to where we don't have to worry too much about random spots either. It could just go everywhere. So we might just make this side a bridge and we'll just keep this side, have everything going. Now we just got to keep it, we're going to hold everything. Yeah, that's how we're going to do it. We're just going to not put a platform over here. We're just going to do a whole little bridge that goes all the way across. And then we'll just keep this one. We'll have all the farms, everything in there. One, that will help us save a little bit of time instead of crushing the insides of every wall here and everything is over here. Obviously, we're going to have our own dedicated little areas for all of the mining stuff. Bad thing is, I just got to try and find all the farms that can make everything. Shouldn't be too bad. Should be also very bad. So we'll have to figure that out. Let's go ahead and just start this. So yeah, this will go all the way down. And then we just got to go on the other side. And then we should be good. We just connect the bridge. All right, so we got left side. Let's go ahead and start working on this other side, which is going to take a little bit because I got to crack out the cross. Now, I could fly, but my jetpacks are also pretty low. They are actually very low. All right, we're going to need some lava very soon. Once we get this bridge or this thing set, this outline, we will go and get some lava for some fuel because I need it. I don't want to die when I'm 28 blocks. Technically, should I be able to adjust the jetpack height? Hold on. I am intrigued. I want to see if I can increase the jetpack height. Which one's a part of jetpack? This maybe. Which mod are you a part of? Stuff and additions. Cool. Stuff and additions. Stuff and additions. I technically should be able to, unless it's not in stuff and additions is right there. There is no mod config. But if I go through the folders, there should be one. Hopefully. All right. So I couldn't find anything in the little files or anything to increase jetpack, anything about that, but oh well. Now, this will be our bridge. That'll be our storage or dock thing, port, whatever it is. It's probably neither of those. I'm just losing my mind. That will go, let's come in, go through, go around, cut through the mountain, you know, do a little twisty twist, go straight through, cut through the mountain again, do another twist. It'll go here to here. Perfect. Now, since we have a tunnel here, well, we're going to have to set up a track that goes from there to there so we can come through with the drill that can go from there to there and make it, you know, wonderful. Whatever it is, I don't know. We do need to get that lava and that water in our fluid tanks because we are almost gone. Hooray. Should be right over here. Where is, oh, right over here. Because we only have 200 remaining. Okay. Oh, wow. You're so brave, tree. Apparently I've been here before or just... Alright, well, lava is complete. Let's head down here, get some of the water. Alright, we're all good. I now have full set. Whee! Alright. Ooh, we got a lot of things that we gotta do. It's gonna be a little pain, but if we make it work, it will work. I do want to fix that. I still gotta try and everything will go here. Everything, you know, will just connect in. I should probably take this, but kind of will need that sometime later on. Train will go through, and then we just gotta try and make it connect or where it can turn over here. Do I know how we're gonna do that? No.
Narrator. Use mouse cursor or
I
tab button
touched the
to select
narrator.
narrator.
Stop it.
Narrator.
Turn off.
Narrator.
Thank you.
Off.
So that's been connected. We got all of that. Still gotta try and we'll have this go here. This will be a leg. A good leg? It won't be, but oh well. That will be connecting right into the mountain. Is this a good way to do it? No. Am I worried about that? Also no. So that will connect onto that one. There we go. So yeah, that will connect to this mountain over here. Obviously we'll put it in the mountain so it looks like it's flowing in. We will have one over here. All right, so there we go. We have that. Let's again put side here. Do that. So now it connects on that side and this side. Obviously, it's not going to look very good, which is why we're going to put about two in the middle. One here, one there. I just got to make it to where it's... Now this one's going to have to be pretty big because we have a pretty big bridge. And that will go there. I'm just going to do the corners just so I know where I need to put, well, everything. And of course, it is raining like in every episode we do. Because of course, I can never get a day without rain. Because apparently this world just loves rain. And I don't know why. And we'll get this side then. And then it should be pretty simple. Obviously, this will be like bricks or stone brick or whatever we're going to use. I might do a mix of both just so it looks like, you know, has texture and a little bit of design to it, which would be cool. Now, we may have it to where... Let me just get a lot more. We can have some things go off the side to connect up here and do it on the other side. And same thing on this side. So it looks, instead of just having a pillar in the middle, it will have a little thing that goes out, which would be pretty cool. A little picture and design to it, whatever that means. I don't know. So yeah, that seems fine. Again, this will be bridge. We'll just have to design this whenever we can or later on. That Enderman is slowly suffering in its consequences. And we have pillagers. Cool. Is the boss man here? I don't see a boss man. I see a dead man now. Perfect. All right. We have a lot of things still. Obviously, houses be down here. I still got to design the houses, everything like that. Again, I don't know what I'm actually going to put everywhere. We still have this area down here. No clue. Honestly, something we could do, and I don't know why I would do it. We can add a little waterfall that goes from here and kind of has it like run through. I don't know if we would just because we have a lot of areas that is, well, small. So we may not do that. We may do it. I'm not fully sure. But if not, we have a waterfall there that comes down and just leads into a big pond. Because apparently I like pond. I don't know. There's a lot of ideas I could do. So one thing we're going to have to work on, we're going to have to work on the floor. Because we technically do have our layout already set. We just got to, well, turn this into a bridge, which means we got to do some little designs here and there. But that should be pretty simple. So let's actually get those real quick. Again, we don't need anything super crazy. All right, so we got one little pillar set. Let me just snag this piece. Thank you. That will go there. That will go there. Cool. And it's turning nighttime again. What is a fun surprise. All right, let's do one over here. Obviously, we'll have to do one for that side too. We'll have to put like a pillar or something. Just so it looks good, you know, nothing a little bit crazy. So this little side is complete. Not bad, not bad. That's good. Let's just put one simple one in the middle. We don't need to have, this will be a 4 because we don't need 700 of them. I will just take one simple little one, even though it's not going to be little. It's going to be a lot of material. All right, so it's not fully in the middle, but oh well. We'll deal with that as we go. Again, there'll be a little piece there. It's fine. This one here, we will just have, how could we do this? So instead of adding like a little arch thing to this, we'll just add some pillars and we'll just have it set like that. So it still looks decent. It's still there. It's just, it's not floating, which I guess, I don't want to say Narnia. All right, there we go. That's fine. Obviously it doesn't look the best, but we can always work on that later on. Read about that. And then That would be connect that. So technically this would still have some. Now I could just do one giant square pillar in the middle, which would be fun. Actually, that would be better instead of having individual pillars itself. That would be better. All right, well, we'll get rid of these and we'll make an individual pillar then. I have a feeling the drill will work better. It does. Okay. The drill works wonders. All right, so let's do this little pillar idea. We'll do one here. We just do a simple 3 or a 9. I don't like math or shapes. Ow, I feel like I'm being beaten. No longer. Have you ever been beaten by a zombie? The most random commercial you could ever think. So those will be there, and then we'll put one here just so it looks good. Had a little texture and design. Obviously, we're gonna change the dirt. It's not gonna be dirt up there, but for right now it will be because we need to have the tracks here so I can figure out the layout. All right, there we go. Perfect, perfect. Gonna have those. That's good. We're getting more and more layout. Next, we got to start working on the floor. So we're just gonna flatten this entire floor out, and then we're just gonna go put houses, everything like that. We're gonna try and keep the walls as natural as possible, unless we remove some, obviously. But the floor, we'll just flatten it out with that level there, and we'll just have it go all the way. So we will no longer have a little waterway. Yes, we'll still keep having water under there. I don't want to use 7,000 pieces of dirt just to cover it. So we'll have that go through, and then whatever pieces are here that aren't lined up, then we'll just obviously nothing crazy. And then we do have some caves underneath, as you can see here. So we have to fix this, or well, we could fix it, we could not. It just depends on how we want to do that. But we also will have to cover up these holes because this one leads to Narnia. What was that? That's a mine shaft. I mean, go here down. We just get to that part and we just mine through. What the heck is this, man? Oh my god, this cute. Yes, this is technically cheating, but if I ever come down here, then well, oh well. If I don't, guess what? It's not cheating because I probably won't come down here anyway. Oh my, my. That's a lot of stuff in here, eh? I don't know why I went Canadian. Okay. That's good. That's good. Everything is set on that, and rails have to stay. We have this bridge. We have that bridge. We have this platform where everything will go here. If I can figure out the everything else for like the item teleporters, that would be perfectly fine. Because then I could really have all the machines down there, have it go into the teleporter, and then we can have the receiver up here that would just go. Each machine can have its own teleporter. But the bad thing is they use fuel, and I don't know how fast fuel runs out, which is not good. So if not, we'll just use belts and conveyors and whatever we can. But oh well, we still got a lot of things. But we are going to end today's video here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you do want to see some extra content, I do have a second channel in the description. Basically, it's a whole bunch of different variety type stuff, story games, simulators, a whole bunch of weird stuff. But we also have started recently streaming on Twitch and Kick. So if you want to check those out, you can. I see that little zombie down there, and he somehow sees me through bushes. Nice. But again, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I'd appreciate it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.